Order in the court. One more been added to the arrest. Mary Todd.
All together, how many? Four all together?
Four on.
And one missing.
Is one missing?
Yeah, Unc.
Oh yeah, Unc said.
Unc said he on the run.
Come find me, honey.
On the
you
run.
Might get a chair. Stay tuned for more.
We keep it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's going on, KoEd camp folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video, Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife,
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationship, reviews, entertainment, and it's all about famous rants. And tonight, we are here to bring you an update about the brawl for it all, the hustle to the bustle, the hook to the book. Hook to the book, okay? The chair out of the air.
Keep going. See how much you got.
The hat and the cat. And the swimmer bum dilemma. I'm making this crap up as I go. Well, we're here to bring you another update of Montgomery incident.
Montgomery Brawl.
For it all.
Montgomery Brawl.
For it all.
Montgomery Brawl. You know that's a song now, right?
See, I was flowing with you, so you had to break it up. Oh, you're flowing with
Montgomery
you.
Brawl. Montgomery. Okay, so if you're brand new to this channel, you have to subscribe.
I'm trying to flow with you.
You knew the words to the song?
No, I was going to do my own remix.
See, that's what happened.
Remix.
You that one to try to stray away. So, if you are brand new to this channel, you have to subscribe yet. Go ahead and hit that. Hit that subscribe button down below.
Do you believe me?
We like to have fun over here. As you can see, some of y'all don't letting us be in them comments, but we like to have fun over here. So y'all, let's just go ahead and get into it. You know what I'm saying? This is our other Juneteenth, so y'all know y'all can purchase another Juneteenth shirt, honey, because we are celebrating, honey.
You know you gotta get an August 5th shirt now. It's all about August 5th, 2023.
With a chair.
No, you gotta be a chair. You could be the hat in the air, the chair, or the one falling to the water like this.
All right, y'all. So we're going to give you the update. I'm going to read you from the Washington Post on what they had to say. And then we're going to give our dialogue and our interpretation and our opinion and all the good stuff in between that. So men have been charged and now Mary Todd, that's her name, 21 years old, that she looked like she's good 41, but 21, she say. Mary Todd has been added to the group of the people that has been charged. So men charged in Montgomery Brawl had been in trouble before Riverboat captain says. Basically, as you read this article, this ain't their first time doing stuff like this. So the captain said they done did stuff like this before. All right.
Yeah, sounds like they had a history of causing chaos and trouble. So I guess this time it just got to a breaking point, and the captain, well, not the captain, but the co-captain and the posse just had enough of it. So they did what they had to do.
So the three white men charged with the assault Tuesday after they attacked a black riverboat co-captain. Now, y'all had said he was security and we ran with security. Y'all said he was just one of the workers. We ran with one of the workers. But that man said he is the co-captain.
And the reason why the co-captain went over there was because the captain himself was on the loudspeaker trying to get the people to move the boat out of the way. But they act like they didn't hear the captain.
No, they heard it. They
dismissed it. They said, "Man, get on out here. We do what we want to do. This is our stuff here. You can't tell us what to do." So the captain asked the co-captain to get on. They sent the boat, a little small boat, to come get the co-captain so he can go on shore to move the boat out the way. And that's when all crap broke loose.
Okay.
That's about right.
Well, I was gonna read the story, but I guess okay. But that was the whole point of reading the
Yeah.
story.
Oh, I was
but,
just doing the
okay.
Cliff Notes. Okay.
Yeah,
You know, in
right.
high
You do the
school,
Cliff Notes
I like Cliff
after.
Notes. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
So
You know, I
anyway,
remember they
he
said
went to
you
public
got
school.
hey, you got to read the book over the summer. You got to read Two Mice Mice and Men book or Fahrenheit 451. I think that's what 357.
I don't know, Chang. Like
Yeah,
something
but
like
anyway, and instead of getting the book, I got the Cliff Notes,
that. All right.
as you can tell.
All right. So anyway, going back. So the 3 white men have been charged with assault on Tuesday after they attacked the Black River co-captain in Montgomery and ignited a brawl largely along racial lines, had previously caused problems before the Harriet. So this is something, like we said, this is not something that I've heard, being talked about. But yeah. So the vessel's captain said that they were repeatedly asked to move their pontoon boat so the riverboat could dock. The Harriet II Captain Jim Catterell told media outlets he believed the attack on co-captain Damian Picken over the weekend was racially motivated. So the captain, Jim Kitterell, which is white, he said that he believed that this was racially motivated.
Yeah, I think the co-captain even said the people, said some racial
slurs. So Richard
you better
Roberts, 48.
I was cutting me off. I'm about to say that, man.
Cut me off. Okay, Richard Roberts, which is 48 years old, and Alan Todd, which is 23, and Zachary Shipman, which is 25, and I'm going to try to put the pictures in here, were charged with third-degree misdemeanor assault in the attack on Pickett at a dock at River Park.
Now, before you go any further, I don't know what kind of punishment or what kind of sentences is a third-degree misdemeanor. I don't know. It's like what? How many years in jail, or is it just probation? Is it just fines? I don't know the state law on different charges, so I don't know how much time they would get. That's what I'm trying to get.
It may be in this article if you let me finish. Okay. So all 3 turned themselves in Montgomery.
You get smart me. Do I need to put out a white chair on you?
Try it if you want. They all 3 turned themselves in Montgomery police to the Montgomery police. She added that Roberts also has a warrant pending for striking a 16-year-old white boy. You want to elaborate? And that Reggie Gray, the black man that was, y'all seen him trying to break it up. Initially, he was the first black guy that came to break it up, who was seen on the video hitting people with the, I'm sorry, I got this mixed up. So is also has not turned himself in after police called on him to do so.
Y'all think Unc is gonna turn himself in? Unc probably somewhere in Mexico. But no, the young white boy she was talking about, he walked up when they jumped on the co-captain. He walked up trying to pull the people off the co-captain, and one of the assailants hit the 16-year-old, and he just walked away after that.
He was like, I'm not getting in this. This is not my fight.
I'm not used to this. No.
So, and actually his mom has pressed charges. So authorities said that they had consulted with the FBI and would not be able to charge the white men with a hate crime or inciting a riot. But the captain, who told the WACV in Montgomery that riverboat staff previously had trouble with the boaters from Selma, Alabama, emphasized that he believed the assault on Pickett, 43 years old, was due to racism.
So the captain of the vessel himself said he feels like it was a racist attack, but the FBI refused to charge him with a hate crime. But to me, they need to do a little bit more digging and get some more, what you call it thing?
Information?
Not information, but when they write the stuff,
charges?
Not charges. God. Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll come to me.
But yeah, so and it's also been said that more charges could follow. So these still may just be
statements. Man, my brain's slow. Statements. They need to get some more statements from people.
I do apologize if I'm hollering in y'all ear. because some of y'all be watching with listening to these
Statements,
buzz.
man. They need to get more statements from witnesses and like from the captain, so they can kind of dig a little deeper into the investigation. In my opinion,
And especially if this has happened before,
right?
so what did they do in the previous
Was
in the
it
past?
did they apparently did the captains and them been having issues with them from the past? So if he said the captain himself said this is a racist attack because it's racially motivated, I really think the FBI need to kind of ask the captain some more questions. In my opinion,
The white guys that attacked my deckhand, I guess that's how you pronounce
who's
it.
that? Which one was that?
And he was a senior deckhand.
Deckhand. Oh,
first mate. I can't think of any other reason they attacked him only than it being racially motivated, says Kentrio.
That's the captain once again.
Who is white.
Yeah, right.
He told the Daily Beast on Tuesday, all he did was move their boat up 3 feet. It makes no sense to have 6 people to try to beat this snot out of him just because you move their boat up a few feet. In my opinion, the attack on Damien was racially motivated.
Now, stop right there. Now, I've been seeing on social media, some people saying that the man shouldn't touch the people's boat. You know what I'm saying? But once you on there, I'm assuming that deck and the dock belongs to the riverboat people, right? So if they ask you to move the boat, comply.
And if you're illegally parked, your boat,
it shall be moved. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what they do when they tow your stuff.
Right. So the thing is, they always tell us to comply with police give us orders. This man represents the company, and you are using the company's dock to dock your boat. If that company needs that space, comply with the company and their rules, move your boat, and all this would be a moot point.
Right.
And also, all he did, like I said, moved the boat 3 feet. It's not like he pushed it out in the ocean or something like that. He just moved it down somewhere a little bit so they can get the vessel docked on the dock. So I just, once again, like I said, I really think alcohol had a lot to do with this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And and it's just when you get that liquor courage, you do some crazy things.
He added to the radio show News and Views with Joey Clark that the brawl after the initial assault of Pickett was not a black and white thing. Neither Pickett nor Kentrio, y'all know what I'm talking about, the captain, 62 years old, immediately responded to requests for comment Wednesday morning.
Well, going back to the captain saying it's not a black and white thing, it's kind of hard not to tell because I've seen a lot of black people jump on a lot of white people, and Unc with the chair, he was swinging for the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. To me, I think the black people, had a lot of built up frustration. They took it out on them people, in my opinion. They just got sick and tired of seeing how us as people being treated. And they just took it out on these people. And so for the captain to say it's not a black and white thing, I have to totally disagree with the captain on this one here.
I don't think that let's just say in context, I don't think that they took it out on them per se. They seen that part of seeing Damon, if I'm pronouncing
before
his name
you go any
correctly.
further, the reason why I'm saying that because Unc was on the radio, I think this week sometime. They asked him why he did it, and basically he did it.
You heard the radio? I didn't know he was on the radio.
Yeah, he was on the radio. I forgot who interviewed him, but he was on the radio, and they asked him why he did it, and he said something about they told Rosa Parks to sit in the back of the seat, so I told her she need to have a seat, and that's why he hit in the head. So that right there tells me they just got sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I was going to that thing. When you see a black man getting jumped and stomped on by white men, we've seen that repetitively over and over and over and over in so many cases, especially during 2020. And so it just started triggering. Hey, we finna help him, but it started triggering a whole bunch of other feelings. And not to mention, it was so much stuff that was based around this, as we saw that the women were doing throwing out the roses and all that stuff before this happened.
Yeah, it was like 2 hours before this incident happened. It was some sisters out there. They were doing a ceremony for the ancestors, so they were throwing roses out into the water, rose petals out in the water to kind of feed the ancestors. And I guess the ancestors said, "Oh, we woke now. We need to find somebody to take this butt whipping off on."
And another thing too, it was like that it's also been said, and this is history, but I haven't went and looked it up. But so many people have said it that area right there is where the slaves, long time ago, used to get bought and sold, right?
Yeah. It's like when the slave ships came up the Alabama River. That's where they docked at, and the slaves got off that ship to be sold. And correct me if I'm wrong. Now, what I've heard online, I could be wrong, or they could be wrong. They said they had a warehouse right there. If the slaves wasn't bought, like the leftover slaves, they would store those leftover slaves in the warehouse until they've been sold. So it's a lot of history right there on that dock. If you go to Montgomery and you go to Riverfront, they have like an arch right there with I think it's a pole right there. And that's where they used to do the auction off of the slaves right there. So it's still down there. So that dock that has a lot of history to it and a lot of meaning to it. So.
Abbott announced the charges against Roberts, Todd, Shipman 3 days after the videos went viral of the brawl, which was sent to the mayor of Montgomery, and he said an unfortunate incident which never should have happened occurred. This is not to indicate of who we are. This is what the mayor was saying. The Montgomery's first black mayor.
No, he's the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I did not know that.
So it's a lot of stuff that's around color that has been involved in this situation.
Yeah, it is. And I know people say, man, y'all making it about race. No, the system made it about race, man. These people that spouted and shouted racial slurs to this man made it about race. We just reporting what we heard and what happened, So no, we're not trying to make it about race. All we doing is hear this, research this, saw this, and we report this. That's all we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And this last part, it said that after they did not honor their agreement to surrender to authorities and said that police would do what it takes to bring them to justice. So they had promised to surrender to authorities.
But they did turn themselves in.
But eventually. So yeah. So anyway, and after this, it's just kind of talk about the incident and everything. So I will put the pictures of those thugs in here, honey, that have attacked this man.
Well, they still looking for Unc. Unc, you gonna turn yourself in? They're not without a fight. I got 10 shells lined up. Go on, Unc.
I wanted to read this. Let's see who was. This is still Cantrell talking. The riverboat captain said this week that the 3 white men were a part of a group of pontoon boaters from Selma. Talked about that. We've had trouble with them in the past. Talked about that. He pointed to an incident of a couple of years ago when one of the riverboat's golf carts were missing after returning from a cruise. Cantrell said that the group had taken it and left it in an old place, the lobby of a Hampton Inn, in the odd place, the lobby of the Hampton Inn. We've looked at the Hampton Inn video, found out who did it, and we had them come down, the riverboat captain told the radio station. We were going to press charges then, but the police talked us out of it. So they done did stupid stuff like this, honey.
It sounds like to me, they get drunk, they get buck wild, and they do some crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody stealing a golf cart and driving to the hotel and leaving there. That sounds like something a drunk person would do.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it seemed like they been a menace to society for a minute down there.
But what unfolded Saturday was different. He said He noticed that the pontoon boat was particularly blocking the area where the riverboat docks. He asked the pontoon boat's passengers over the PA system to move the boat about 5 times, he recalled. After he threatened to call the police on the boaters, they started shooting birds at us, which led them to call law enforcement. I was nice as a peach when I was talking to them at first. Please help me out here, fellas. Move the boat up a little bit, he told the Daily Beast. Not long after Pickett attempted, this is the co-captain, attempted to push the pontoon boat forward a few feet, Cantrell saw his colleague get attacked by the men from Selma. We're 40 yards and 30 yards away from the dock watching all of this. There's nothing we can do, he said to the radio station. About that time, another guy comes running up, and within a minute or so, it was an all-out brawl. And then I saw some more guys coming, and I said, oh, thank God. They going to break this up. But instead of breaking it up, they jumped on him too. So at one time, it was like 6-7 guys on my docking that was trying to move the boat. While Cantrell maintained that the attack on Pickett was racially motivated, he empathized that the rest of the brawl, which appeared to be along racial lines, was not the same as the initial encounter. He said he was thankful for the Harriet II staff for standing up and coming to Pickett's aid during this attack. It was just shipments trying to help shipments. They could have been little green men for all they cared, he told the Daily Beast. When they attacked Damien, my crew was going to jump out and do the best they could to help him out. It was my crew against the people who attacked their shipment. That's all it was. Okay, then, Captain.
Okay, I understand the captain, what he's trying to do and what he's trying to say, but in a way, he's trying to paint a different narrative, okay? He's trying to make sure, trying to keep the racial undertone down. I don't think that was the case, man. I just really, to me personally, I think it was down racial lines for a reason, and you had a lot of old people, not old people. Let me rephrase that. A lot of older people out there fighting. You know what I'm saying? They weren't even part of the crew. You know what I'm saying? They just, I guess,
Well, they started, I think the white guys that was a part of the pontoon boat or whatever, whoever these other white guys were, they started pushing on the black guys. I think they somewhat got it between them, and then that's when, you touch another black guy, then that's when they pretty much went ham.
So these other black guys, they wasn't part of the crew. That's what I'm saying. They was just, I guess, passengers of the boat or whatnot. So that's when they went down. That's when Unc got the chair. He went to town. You know what I'm saying? So the women jumped on the women. It was, it
was funny to watch, though. I'm gonna be honest.
A lot of people said, oh, y'all shouldn't laugh. Y'all shouldn't laugh. But this is our channel.
Nobody got hurt.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody did. That got hurt. Now some people saying, what if they had the people had a pew pew?
Well, that didn't happen.
That didn't happen. Thank God. But once you fight with your fist, 99% of the time you're gonna recover and move on with your life.
Unless you get jumped.
Yeah, your ego might be hurt, but you still alive. But you bring a pew pew, now somebody might be in the ground. Then you got served. They're gonna say, "Oh, self-defense, whatnot." So when you bring a pew pew in the situation, it makes things kind of difficult, a little sticky there.
Now let's talk about a few things that was on social media. Now, one, Tammy, the lady that dumped the lady in the water, gave her good old baptism, honey. So she went on Facebook Live and she talked about some things or whatever. And it seems like that she got fired. I'm not sure who all got fired, but she got fired. Now,
well, she said she'd been fired before, though.
Yeah, she said she'd been fired.
I'm fired that job. You know how many jobs I've been fired from?
Tammy said she didn't even get her check from there. So I don't even know if did she just get started? I don't know. I don't know.
She said she's been fired from a lot of jobs.
Hey.
Yeah.
But Tammy did say, hey, she was going through a lot, honey. And that lady, she said when she dumped in that water and gave her baptism, she felt better, honey. It was like a load had lifted off of her.
Like I said, a lot of stress and a lot of frustration went on with this. You know what I'm saying? So
Folks just tired, honey. Especially black people who tired, just tired. So Tammy did say something, and that the guy, I forgot his name, the swimmer, the 16-year-old.
Oh yeah.
They did. He been getting cash apps. They say left and right. He been getting a lot of money, honey.
Yeah,
So yes,
but he said he don't need the money. He don't want the money. He did what he thought was the right thing to do, and he's like. They said his parents won't allow him to do interviews because he's still 16, and he just did what he thought was right.
yeah.
And so
Keep that money, baby.
He seemed like he's a humble young man, and he was raised well.
Yeah, keep that money, honey. Use it for your college. And let's see. And then also, I wanted to talk about that. It's been alleged, and I don't know if this is true or not, that when the thugs went to the hospital.
Oh yes, I heard about that when they went to the hospital in Selma.
I let him tell the story.
Yeah, when we went to the hospital in Selma, they kind of like came to their senses and looked around. What's all these black people doing?
Was it Selma or
I
Montgomery?
thought they went to Selma.
See, they was at home then. They should know that it's.
They didn't probably never been in the hospital. But anyway, they said they walked. They said it was a lot of black people, and they were so scared of the black doctors and nurses that they called the police, and the police came in there and said, it's like this.
But they made racial slurs in there, too.
Yeah,
they called them racial slurs.
So the police said like this, either you let them treat you, you go somewhere else. Because they thought the police were going to come in and regulate, and the police said, no.
Regulate? What? You coming to, it's like you coming to my house and expecting something different. You came to see me.
Yeah, the police said, no, either you allow them to treat you, or you can go kick rocks and go somewhere else to get treated. Okay.
So well, it's good that these thugs are off the street, but of course they're misdemeanors. And where I read somewhere, it could be they may have to pay up to $6,000. Not sure if they'll do time in jail or whatever, but like people said on social media, honey, but they got their butt whooping. So.
Well, the thing is also they own a restaurant in Selma, Alabama too, and the restaurant getting hit with bad reviews and whatnot. And I think they kind of closed down earlier a couple of times. No, somebody said they permanently closed, but I don't believe that.
It's a mini mart.
Yeah, it's a mini mart, and they serve food there.
Mm-hmm. And somebody showed that food on social media. I said, child, you better stop. I cannot believe. I cannot.
What's that?
The food, the way the food looked. It was like macaroni and cheese, but they took this slice of cheese, them slice, the craft that come in the individual and throwed it on top of it. It was horrible. I didn't even know they were mac and cheese, child. I thought it was French fries. So the food looked horrible.
But anyway, the mini market's getting bad reviews right now. They're getting a lot of 1 stars and bad comments and whatnot. But hey, when you own a business like that, you got to carry yourself a certain type of way, because now people know that you own this business. So of course they're gonna try to attack your wallet.
Right, exactly. That's what you do. That's what people do. That's how you win, honey. You go and attack people money. So, you may not win in no other cases, but you can go there and stop doing business with them and put bad reviews out there. So, also, too, the guy that I think Zachary is the one that may own the restaurant. He was up there he put a clip it of a video and said, I ain't had nothing to do with it. In fact, I was just trying to get out the way.
What clip was it?
The clip when he was doing that.
Oh, he was so innocent. See, he was the victim, y'all.
I was just innocent. I'm trying to get out the way.
So that's the thing. Like I said in the last video, did I not tell you what people gonna do to change the narrative to show clips of the video? What they want the people to see to make themselves look good. Yeah. So show the whole video. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Show the whole video from the beginning to the end.
Marlon Wayans got into
Marlon Wayans. He showed just a clip of it and made a statement about it, and he got a lot of backlash for it. You know what I'm saying? Which he should have. He
showed the end. He didn't show the beginning.
Yeah, show the beginning. Show who started this whole thing, man. So man. So people. Especially on TikTok, man, they showing little clips of it, and they're trying to paint the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, these people got attacked by black people. Come on, man. Yeah. Let's be honest, man.
Yeah.
Do your research and don't fall for these so-called hustlers out there. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to paint a narrative of this incident.
Yeah, definitely be critical thinkers.
Yeah.
It also too, everybody, a lot of people are looking at the history, the Black history behind it, with the slaves and then the ladies that threw the rolls out for the ancestors. But it was one guy that did a TikTok where he just kind of blew it up. I don't know if you saw, to where when the guy was swimming, I forgot the young man's name. When he was swimming, you could see angels that were like pretty much carrying him through. So
Are
yeah.
you sure it wasn't Photoshop?
I don't. Well, he said you could see the eye. Nah, it wasn't no angels that you could like see. You got to really make out what.
Let me analyze that.
So he was saying you could see the eyes, and
you got people like the Photoshop
and it was like
stuff.
it was like they was floating him across. So it was almost had so much momentum, like that's why he was able to get across. And they said that the young man did fight because people, Ricky
Smile was there wrong, but Ricky Smile was man enough to come back and apologize. I was wrong. I should have worn my glasses when I saw the video. Yeah, the young man did do something when he got out the water. Yeah. But anyway, the reason why he floated across the water like that because he's 16 years old. He got that strength. That teenager strength. Now, if he was like my age, he probably dived in the water after the boat and went right up.
Like when Tammy had threw that lady in water, and they said she couldn't get
out, man.
Thank God she could swim, but she couldn't get out.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to see, was the lady in the white? Y'all help me out. Was she a part of the crew? Now it's been on social media that she was not. She just thought that she can use her privilege to come in between and try to stop it, and but she ended up getting tossed in the river.
You have to read the room. Your privilege, I don't care what color you are, it's not gonna get you through stuff like that. You gotta read the room because you feel like you can I got money, I'm a certain color. I can walk through there, they ain't gonna touch me. No, she found out the hard way. She got tossed in the water.
Blue.
So yeah, you gotta read the room, man. What she should have done when she got that boat, instead of making that right, she should have made that left to avoid the conflict. But she made that right. Thought she was gonna be unscathed.
And if y'all could see, the police was like, "Child, pass me the chicken, honey. What else we gonna do?"
Hey, I'm glad you brought the police officers in Montgomery. It's like I've seen a lot of skits on TikTok on social media. Like, oh, don't hit them. Oh, he hit her. Oh, don't throw up. No. But when Unc hit that dude in the chest, oh man, now we gotta do our job.
When he hit the
when he hit the wall, when he hit the lady in the head with the chest. Unc, you went too far. Hey, come get him, man. You got a little carried away.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah. But other than that, child, it's like they couldn't keep up because
they could have kept up.
Yeah. Look, when the white guys thought that they were just gonna go do what they do, and then the Wakanda came toward them and they ran.
Yeah, the police officers right behind them.
Yeah,
they could have did something, but
Wakanda forever, honey.
Yeah, but yeah, man. But
that's our update. So, four are arrested and
they looking for Unc.
Unc is on the run. I don't know if he on the run, but he gonna have to turn himself in. Oh, they said they want him for questioning.
Yeah, they're gonna question him.
Well, they already know.
They're gonna bring him in the office. Hey, Unc, I need you to sit down in this chair, the white chair. Unc, look at that chair. Look at him. Look at the chair. Look at this.
Ain't gonna be no chairs in the room. In fact, they just gonna stand them up, child.
They're gonna put them on the sofa. You sit in that sofa, right?
So on that note, you guys, that's all we got. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Always put God first, y'all.
Deuces.
Hey!